Right. So, market is the formula show if A and B are two events. So, probability of B agus lína gira she's not a angle, but lína gira she's means B occurs given that A has already occurred. So, what's the probability of B given that A has occurred? So, R stands for the probability of B given that A has occurred is given by the following formula. So, the probability of B given that A has occurred is equal to the probability of A intersection B divided by the probability of A. Now, what is in vice versa heart? The probability of A given that B has occurred, then chain what? Now, so we're doing my probability cost la A given that B has occurred, just swapping in probability that A igibon could probability that B. Okay, chain what the gata. Now, chain what the height we could have put it in the question is to identify what has occurred and chain the whole rest of the word. Okay, now, so in practice to tackle questions involving conditional probability, every identify what we know has happened. Okay, so we call it A, and we calculate the probability of A or the sample space of A. Contains only if it contains the sample space only contains equally likely outcomes equal just the cardinal number usage. Okay, now identify that we now want to find the probability of. So for example, má haint is the dice where and aber to dá agus aber to dá can then dice and any number then the second day. So what's the probability of getting a 2? And then rather than what is the probability of getting an even number given that you get a 2? So you can wrote them on so she that's a conditional probability star. So here to operate them out the probability of getting a 2, and then operate them out the probability of getting A intersection B, so a 2 and it's even, and then could can the one you can to find the probability of getting a 2 or getting an even number given that 2 appears on the dice. So sinna dóid tá sé so caiite sa pacuma J Harle agus J to the getting up So identify what we now want to find the probability, we call it B. Then identify the event A intersection B, that both A and B occur, and calculate the probability of A intersection B or the cardinal number of A intersection B if it's equally likely outcomes. Now, and then we said your formula. So the probability of B given that A has occurred is equal to the probability of A intersection B over the probability of A. And then you calculate the conditional probability. So dóis fós le seo dhéanú is just raibh mar fríd ceiste hín levan sin. So mark this ar ceiste over the hín. Okay? So raibh mar fríd ceiste ar headwi, right? So ceiste over the hín. Okay, so seo ceart piece of 3.2. Ceiste hín. Okay, now a coin is tossed 3 times. Now, has medieval a journey kind la pattern 3 coin Come you go Chile? So 3 coin that means 2 by 2 because the outcome heads or tails. So 2 by 2 by 2 that means an art. So la whole art kite to tashi goni. Smith your pattern is just fold them shot because they're really handy. So ratio to head, tail, head, tail, head, tail, head agus tail. So sin funny 3 coin, da for da art. Head canale, head, head, tail, tail, head, head, tail agus tail. So 1, da, keher, art and so on. So head canale, keher, so head, head, head agus head, tail, tail, tail agus tail. So sin that 4 hardy. That's your sample spaces. We should okay gan Okay. Now, so test good say goal n or sample space s codrumla 8 outcomes. So the art 4 harder in good. Okay. Now, so raised a coin is tossed 3 times. If both heads and tails appear, find the probability that exactly 1 tail appears. So what you can is switching as the probability that A or in which A had we actually not the probability. So A is goal head agus tail appears in any order. So can you so the raised Jane cardinal number that A in Chile. So reach that both heads and tail appear. So they can wine, birch, true, caha, quiger, shesher. Because in I can look in the head is tail, 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 head is tail. Head can are all heads, so their tail beyond. Can journa all tails and head beyond. So reach cardinal number Coinníollacha shale. Which is okay again. So the probability of A is equal to shale gonna art, which the Coinníollacha 3 is gonna care. Okay, so she head right. So next task is the probability of A. Now, Darna Kentimage Quarty is the probability of Jane Darna Kentimage Quarty. Jitimage Quarty. The probability that the sum find the probability that exactly one tail appears. Now, so could you in the middle of shot, then you B. So reached cardinal number that B due the wall to go on that exactly one tail appears. Okay, so reached then Kionchogun agus a Kionchogun. So this in Coinníollacha 3. Okay. So testing is that the probability of exactly one tail is equal to 3 over 8. Okay. Now, so the probability of B. Now, the probability of A intersection B. That both head and tail appear and there's exactly one tail. So reached the head agus tail and shot, the head agus tail and shot, agus the head agus tail and shot. So reached the shin Coinníollacha 3 is going to art. It's also 3 over 8. Well, I'm in okay, because there's exactly one tail and there's both head and tails. So it's in the connection. Which is okay again. Now, so reached brought the major question shot. So kest find the probability that exactly one tail appears. So to the probability of B given go with this yeah. So to the probability of B given that A has occurred. Okay, so we reach the shin Coinníollacha the probability of A intersection B is given the probability of A. So lean shin is A intersection B, so shin 3 R2 ranter probability of A 3 Haru. So reached the probability of B given that A has occurred, Coinníollacha 3 R2 medifa keher is given 3. Which the Coinníollacha he is given do. So your probability is half. Okay, what's an okay again? So reached to the just to cover price has to have to cover more probability A, probability B, the probability of A intersection B, and then to the just linear shaft formula. Now, you show you learn into Kesha, but the flip place is hard to formula. So just Aberness, what's the probability of getting exactly one tail given that both heads and tails appear? Of getting a head and a tail given that exactly one tail appears. So Jim figure you off when you shot. So reached will need to catch a coin is cost 3 times. If both heads and tail appear, find the probability of getting exactly one tail. If we reverse that, hand short catch, but we just try diminutive. More reverse to shen, what is the probability if you get exactly one tail that exactly one head and a tail appear? So reached the Virgin Balala, we have got probability of A given that B has occurred is equal to the probability of A intersection B is given the probability of B. Okay, so just now we're the Virgin in reverse. So reached we shouldn't Coinníollacha A intersection B 3 R2 is given 3 is given reached Juvin shot a 3 is given art which is equal to 1. So it's guaranteed to happen. Okay. What's an okay again then? What's an okay? Right. Right, try to get here and catch over a 3 and shit. Okay, just punch the Alice catch over a 3. What's an again then? What's an okay? Right, so there's a sort of probability doing so is handy in fairness of Bruma. So race Dóchulacht kiss the 3 head part. The probability of passing test A is G. Half. So test going to go the probability of A Coinníollacha. Okay? And the probability of passing test B is 3/4. So test going to go probability of B Coinníollacha 3 hatting. The probability of A intersection B, the probability of passing in both tests is 1/3. Okay, so if a student passes test A, what is the probability that she also passes in test B? So so the probability that she passes in test B given that she passed test A. Okay, so this is the probability of A union or intersection going to B is the probability of A. So frigre you to le or hinsri who around le. So frigre dos going to 3. Like sin kiss 3 jant. Was you okay last time? Did you get here? Yeah. Taisi cho after symmetry and as free shot they do get difficult. Like so kite read the kurma. Right, so tash me kiss you quick and shan. Very much amtively yanu through my poster video. So when kiss you quick to the goni girl to quick your wine packer. Okay, now fade ever on. So kaimage outcomes lig up my head. Jin fade ever on? No, fade can the Heimel packer? Bird. So 9 choose 2 straw shape. Okay, now what the quick your wine on. So A, cardinal number the A. So to the goal quick, pack quick, so that's 1 choose 1. Fade ever packer. Arthur hopefully. Chicken chef, pack me quick. So therefore to heen dot 3 keher she shart articles no packer. So to art ever packer kai can a wine kushin packer. Okay, so reach the shin cotton heen for art in the art. Okay, so next test good goal probability dot A cotton art is can see a she which cotton heen is gonna oh no. Kehe da is gonna kehe ni 3 da is gonna like right so you can see like so shin the chances of getting a 5 1/5 okay right chin here canala chin down the parts to make it a crew so reach if one of the two numbers is 5 run my chin. What is the probability that the sum of the two numbers chosen is even? So to meet sum. So race which is show. Cardinal the B, shin, sum, and yeah ever on a ray ever. Okay, so to fade ray ever open your hingy no. Is it odd or even? Is it even is right in the way. Car is odd in the way. Aye, right. So mercantilization to ever obviously to make an even number, either they both have to be odd or they both have to be even. Kaitu yeah even number homily hella or kaitu yeah odd number homily hella. Right? So to mercantilization to keher ray ever again. Agus to quick card ever again. Either he niggas night. Okay, now my interest 4 choose 1, 4 choose 2 actually because my unit had ray ever kind down and can have in the ray ever to be even. So you can show like that. So race no my unit odd number here to be kite down and can have in the odd number faster. Okay, so it's 4 choose 2. So shin 3 do grander doshin she plus j cosma cj. Okay, to test this No, this is Chinjamin and quick enough. So shall just the probability be that two numbers are added together because game with the intersection being a snee shot. You can do. Alright, ocean okay again. Okay, now it is so Tesco na school Dóchulacht that be Codumla Shejig is gan Trashe which the Codumla care is gan in Asking that is not right. Okay, so sin care is gan leave. Okay, right. Next to me to cardinal number that A intersection B. So that means go all ever a quick agus sum on the ray ever. So that means that the go facu ever a quick agus feed ray ever facu as you going. Or odds card ever feed card ever facu go caha. Agus kaiti can the wine is in the facu, so the shin card my caha. Okay, so task in this called Dóchulacht that A intersection B in this card my caha is gonna trahashe which the card my heen is gonna need. Right. So party heen in us. Scheme out the formula. So party heen, so see man chaha. To Ashley. The probability of B given that A has occurred. So raise the shin cosmo of Dóchulacht that A intersection B is gone probability that A. So the shin cosmo he knew is gone probability that A yeah knew which the cosmo yeah. Is okay again ha. Is okay? It's the kinjarna, darnik part and kist. If the sum of the two choose numbers even what's the probability that one of the numbers is 5. So it's the opposite. So P A given that B has occurred is probability of A intersection B is gone the probability of B. So you to he nihu is gone keher nihu. Which the cosmna he in carry. Which is okay again. Okay, pause.